All right, let's now shift our attention to the other big story that we are tracking on race to power. The American President Donald Trump has warned that Europe is now heading in some very bad directions. Now, these comments are the latest in his criticism for his allies across the Atlantic, and they've come just days after his new security strategy had slammed the European continent on the question of mass migration. Now, Trump launched the latest broadside after he was asked about the $140 million fine that was imposed on Elon Musk's social media network X by the European Union tech regulators. Now, Trump hit out at the move, calling it nasty.
Oh, that's a nasty one. I don't know. Elon has not called me to ask for help on that one. But no, it's a tough thing. I don't think it's right. No, I don't think it's right. I don't see, how they can do that. No. I'll speak about it later. I'm going to get a full report on it. Look, Europe has to be very careful. They're doing a lot of things. We want to keep Europe. Europe is going in some bad directions. It's very bad for the people. We don't want Europe to change so much. You're going in some very bad directions. That was a big thing.
The comments follow criticism in the new U.S. national security strategy of Europe. The strategy released last week criticizes Europe as being over-regulated and facing civilizational erasure due to migration and other issues. Interestingly, the strategy has also hinted at U.S. intervention in European politics, saying that Trump's administration will be cultivating resistance to Europe's current trajectory within European nations. The Chancellor Friedrich Merz has strongly hit out at Washington, saying that new American doctrine is simply unacceptable.
Some of it is understandable, some of it is comprehensible, some of it is unacceptable to us from a European perspective. I see no need for the Americans to want to save democracy in Europe now. If it needed to be saved, we would manage that on our own.
Now, Trump and the Europeans are also increasingly at odds over U.S. plans to end the war in Ukraine, with fears in Europe that Washington aims to force Kiev into surrendering land to Russia. On the other hand, the Kremlin has welcomed the changes to Trump's strategy, saying that it is largely consistent with Russia's vision. The updated strategy does not mention Russia as a direct threat. Now, the fine against X had already invited some pretty strong reactions from the Trump administration officials, and the Secretary of State Marco Rubio has said that the fine was an attack on all American tech companies, while Vice President J.D. Vance has accused the EU of trying to censor Americans online. And the FCC chair Brendan Carr has said that Brussels is targeting X simply because it is a successful US platform. Now, Elon Musk has gone further, calling the European Union a bureaucratic monster, urging the bloc to be abolished and insisting that he is not kidding. Now, the EU has dismissed his statements as completely crazy. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.